I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Good morning, you guys. FX, what's going on? Joseph's in the building. What's going on? Abria, what's going on? So good to see you. Yeah, we're going to turn up today. Reese's Pieces, what's going on, my brother? Yeah, we're turning up today. We actually turn up every day, but we're especially turning up today. Be where your feet are. Be where your feet are. Mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. Be where your feet are. I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that, May. I love that. That daily motivation, that daily inspiration, that daily awareness. Malaysia, what's going on? So good to see you. So good to see you all. So good to see you all. I appreciate that, Rima. Thank you. So you still lit from yesterday, huh? Mr. KMP, what's going on? Yeah, yesterday was a good live. Yesterday's live was good. If you guys missed it, you missed something special. Yesterday's live was good. And what's crazy is I don't even remember what it was about. And that's how you know. A good is never so good as when one has no idea that you're doing good. Don't ever forget that. A good is never so good as when one has no idea that they're doing good. The moment that you know you're doing good, ego takes over. Ego takes over. Hey, what's up, Dad? So good to see you. Yeah, no, yeah, Dana. You're so welcome. You're so welcome, Mama. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. Thank you for letting me be a part of your life, and just for rocking out with me. Thank you for that. You guys know I love you unconditionally. Sometimes I come at you guys hard, and I come at you hard out of love because I understand what I'm up against, right? I understand what I'm up against with respect to your programming and conditioning, the trauma, everything that you guys have gone through, past negative experiences, the failed relationships, all of these things. So I understand. So sometimes when I'm coming, I've got to press the gas and go hard, but it's always out of love, right? It's to wake you up and to jolt you into understanding. I have to be assertive. I have to be direct. And I have to tell you what the people around you probably want to tell you, but are afraid to tell you because, they have an emotional attachment to you. I have an emotional attachment to you as well, but my emotional attachment, my role in your life is different. Let me say it that way. My role in your life is different. So I have to take a different approach, but it's only going to lead you to greatness, and it's only going to lead you to your spiritual awakening. And then, it's after that, it's high fives and we're skipping down the street and everything is beautiful. Lynn, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So yeah, be where your feet are. You guys know that's what be where your feet are. If you take care of this moment, the future is going to take care of itself. If you take care of this moment, the future will take care of itself. You don't need to focus on the future. It's irrelevant. If you just take care of this moment, the future is going to take care of itself. If you worry about a previous moment, you're going to produce your unhappiness. You're going to produce your depression. You're going to produce the sadness. You're going to stay stuck in life because you're going to create a traffic jam in your mind. How can you experience this moment if you're clinging and hanging on to some previous moment? How can you extract the value from this moment if you're focusing on some previous moment? The only thing you have to do is take care of this moment. Shondalyn, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mama, for sharing the live. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys do me a solid real quick before we take off and share the live to your stories. If you would, share the live to your stories for all of the people that are a part of the Mindset Masters family. Share the live to your stories if you would. I would appreciate that. Stacy, what's going on? Paulina, what's going on, mamas? So good to see you all. Dee's in the building. What's up, mama? So good to see you. Ben, I see you. So good to see you, my brother. I see you. I see you. I see you. Nephi, I see you. What's up, Jess? So good to see you. D, you said you gassed up, huh? You guys are becoming so powerful, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's mind-blowing to me. Actually, it's not mind-blowing to me because you guys are putting in the work, so I'm not surprised by it. You guys are putting in the work. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. All right, let's get busy getting busy. We got a lot of ground to cover. We got a lot of work to do. A lot of work to do. Building that BDM, building that $1 billion mentality. Let me ask you guys something real quick before we take off. This is an important question. Please take your time. Please just don't rush and answer the question. Please don't rush and answer the question. Please don't rush and answer the question. Please just take a moment and think about the question, and then I want you to answer it. Please don't answer it from your ego. Please don't say what you think I want to hear. I'm curious to see what you think and what you believe, okay? Who are you? That's the question. I'm not talking about your name. I'm not talking about your persona. I'm not talking about your reputation. It's not who you are. I'm not talking about the mask you wear. I'm not talking about your little degrees and certifications and all of those things. I'm asking you a specific question. Who are you underneath the name? The name that you carry is attached to you, but it's not who you are. Who are you specifically? Remus is a child of God. TBN said that the divine experience of life, the awareness behind it all. Work in progress, somebody said. Somebody said, I am love. That was beautiful. The observer. Look at how varied the answers are. That's what I want you to pay attention to as well. I want you to pay attention to your answer, but look at how all over the place the answers are. Paulina says consciousness. E says 100%, I am 100% God's very best. You did not lie when you said that. Man, you did not lie when you said that right there. I'm talking about no lies told. Somebody said a man with a plan. The question is, who are you? Because how are you ever going to know what something else is if you don't even know who you are? How? And when I ask you who you are, I'm not talking about your name because that's not who you are. I'm not talking about what you believe because that's not who you are. I'm not talking about your physical body because that's not who you are. I'm not talking about your reputation, your ego, your programming and conditioning, who your relatives are. None of that is who you are. You were already something before you ever met this family that you inherited. You were already something. You were already something. So let me get into this real quick so we can get into the live. Dave says the I. Let me get into this real quick. What is God? God is consciousness. You are consciousness. Check that box over here. God is love. You are love. Check that box over here. God is happiness, kindness, peace, joy, sensitivity, compassion. Check that box over here. You are all of those things personified. Everything that he is, you are. God is a creator. That's exactly what you are. He has consciousness. You have consciousness. You are the byproduct of his consciousness. We talked about this yesterday. A lion's cub is a lion. It will be a lion all day long. It will never be anything else. It won't be a giraffe. It won't be an elephant. It won't be a hippopotamus. It will always be a lion. A bear's cub will always be a bear. It won't be anything else other than a bear. No matter how hard it tries, it will always be that. A child of God will always be a God. You are not the, you are a. I said you are not the, you are a. That part right there, Eve. That part right there. All right, let's get busy. That part right there, Miss Harden. And see, and here's the thing right here. That's where you got to break away from everything. See, that's where the awareness really took me. I had to break away from everything. Hey, what's up, Kay? So good to see you, mama. I had to break away from everything. I had to break away from the crowds. I had to break away from what everybody thought I was. I had to break away from all of the labels people had attached to me. I had to break away from you know, how I was identifying and how I was seeing myself. I'm looking at myself through my current circumstances. I'm looking at myself through my past. I'm looking at myself through my family bloodline. I've got some concept about who I think God is. Boom! Having never known what prayer really is, you made a concept out of it. And having never really known what God was at the time, you made a concept. And the concept that was created, no concept is the truth. So you made a concept. And the concept was predicated on what everyone else had told you, whether that be religion, whether that be your family, whether that be friends, whether that be your grandparents. It doesn't matter who told you. Somebody told you. And when they told you, you created a concept in your mind about what you thought prayer was. However it is you pray right now, you probably borrowed that from somebody else. Come on, just live in the truth for 5 minutes. Can I get 5 minutes of truth? I can't get 5 minutes of truth. I can't get 5 minutes of truth. Having, you didn't know. So don't blame yourself. Okay? Don't blame you. You did not know. This is not time for to be pointing the finger. Nobody knew. Because the people that had access to you were not spiritually awakened themselves. So how can they enlighten you to something that you are and they don't know who they are? How can I help you discover you and I haven't found me yet? So having never really known what prayer was, you made a concept out of it. You probably been praying the same way the whole time. Watch this. Having never really known what God was, you wanted to know. Oh, you wanted to know. And you were willing to do whatever you had to do to find out. But you had a concept. And there's not a single concept on the planet that is reality. Reality doesn't fit into any concept. It's humanly impossible to put reality into a concept. It's humanly impossible to put the truth into a concept. It's humanly impossible to put love into a concept. It's humanly impossible. You can't even put a rainbow into a concept. Nothing in reality fits into a concept, but that's what you have. And the very concept that you have is what keeps you disconnected from him, because you see the world through your concepts. We all do. So don't feel bad. We all see the world through our concept. You have a concept about what a dog is. You have a concept about what a tree is. You have a concept about what a good person is. You have a concept about what a bad person is. You walk around, before you are spiritually awakened, you walk around looking at everything through your concepts. But concepts are not reality. So how do you experience him when the only version of him exists in your mind? Through something that someone else deposited there. You didn't make the deposit. Somebody else did. Never realizing that what you were praying to was already in you. Never realizing that the concept that you were holding on to as you looked out into the world, the thing that you were searching for was already in you. You went out looking, which is why you never found him. Because the moment you took a single step in any direction, you were already lost. And what's beautiful about that? What's beautiful about that is that the version of him that you experience, no other human being in history will ever experience that version of him, which is why I tell you guys all the time, don't follow me because I can't take you anywhere. But don't just apply that rule to me. Don't follow anyone. No one can take you inside of you. The furthest journey that you will ever travel in your life is not going from LA to New York or going from one side of the world to the next. It's the entire journey of your awakening. It's going from this side of your mind to the next. 5 inches is the longest distance that you will ever travel in your life. I don't give a damn if you jump on a plane and start flying for the next 10 years. You'll never get there that way. If you start following other people, you'll never get there that way. Because you don't have anywhere to go. Does awareness require effort? It doesn't take effort. Does awareness require knowledge? You don't need knowledge. Does awareness require information? You don't need information. You have to go inside. Self-awareness is your birthright. It's spiritual intelligence. It's divine intelligence. You can't buy it anywhere. Somebody has to love you enough. Let me tell you how cold God is. When he's ready for you to wake up, he's going to put the person in your path that he chose to wake you up. And the relationship is going to be so perfect and so harmonious. You would have never found that person on your own. I promise you right now, when he taps you on the shoulder, because it's time for you to wake up. It's time for you to start that journey to become whatever it is he created you to be. You're going to cross paths with that person, whether it's how you found me on social media. Maybe you'll be somewhere at a gas station. You'll be at a supermarket. Somehow, some way, you're going to come in contact with that person. This is why I tell you guys all the time. You don't find awareness. Awareness finds you. That's the reason why you can go home right now and start trying to teach your significant other or teach your best friends or teach your family members and they won't take to it. Why? Because that's not your responsibility. B, they may not be one of God's chosen ones. And so you can sit and try to teach that person and teach that person. They won't accept it. Not because the information is bad, because their spiritual ears aren't awakened yet. So they're listening to what you're saying through their programming and conditioning, which means they're going to reject it. It has nothing to do with you. They're not rejecting you. That makes sense? All right, let's get busy. All the thing I'm telling you to do is I don't know what he created you to do. I honestly don't. I wish I did, but I don't. But I know I'm a part of the story. I'm a part of the journey. I'm a co-pilot in it all, and I'm honored to be able to be a part of not only your spiritual awakening, but all of the tens of thousands of people that I've already helped to achieve their spiritual awakenings. I'm so honored in this moment to be a part of that. What you have to do is set down all of the labels, set down the programming and conditioning. Set down your ego. Set down everything you think you know. And just keep your mind open. Keep your spiritual ears opened and focus on you. This journey is about you. You may be infinitely more powerful than every single person that you're trying to follow. You may be infinitely more powerful than every building that you enter. You may be infinitely more powerful than the person that taught you. I'm 10,000 times more powerful than my mentors and my masters. I have 5 of them. And they would teach me every single day, and they're still teaching me right now. It takes all 5 of them to be able to go up against me now. Now, in the beginning, I would learn from this one, and I would learn from this one, and I would learn from this one, and I would learn from this one. Now, and each one of them would run circles around me. But I'm a student. I'm one of those people that I'm going to keep going and keep going and keep going until I get it. I become obsessed with things. If I'm going to learn it, I'm going to learn it, or I don't want to learn it. I don't halfway learn anything. I don't 1 foot in, 1 foot out. No, I'm all the way in or I'm not in at all. Okay, so I have desire. I have passion, right? I have urgency when it comes to learning, because desire and passion and urgency, the combination of those 3, it's really what's going to lead to your spiritual awakening. Let me say that one more time. You're going to become spiritually awakened because you brought these 3 things. You brought desire, you brought passion, and you brought urgency. The combination of those 3, coupled with the information, whoo! Unlocks something in you that no force on the planet can stop. The most disrespectful thing on the planet is for you to have a belief in your mind that something has the power to stop you. The only thing that has the power to stop you is you. You're the only thing that can get in your way. Nothing else is powerful enough to do it. What's up, Phil? All right, let's get busy. None of that was about the live, but let's get busy. Time to go. That part right there, Vonnie, that part right there. That part right there, it really is you versus you. That's not bumper sticker talk. It's you versus you. That's not like cool t-shirt talk. It's really you against you. You're competing against yourself. You're competing against your own mind. You're competing against the different frequencies that you're competing against your edge. You're competing against your potential. That's really what you're competing against. You're competing against who you have the potential to become. What scares me is, will you settle for who you almost could have became? That terrifies me for you. It's the only thing that keeps me up at night. Will you settle for who you almost could have become? So many people settle for who they almost could have become. That scares me. That's why I'm so hard on my students. That's why I keep my foot on them, because I don't want them to give up on themselves. Because when you give up on yourself, you're giving up on the gift. It's not about you. That's what I need you to man, come on, please. You think self-awareness was about me? Self-awareness was never about me. Now, in the beginning, when I started the journey, I thought it was about me. I thought it was just about me becoming spiritually awakened, and God's going to allow me to see the world through his eyes and to really see for the very first time. Because you don't really see until you become self-aware. Why? Because you're walking around seeing everything through your programming and conditioning. You don't see the world as it is. You see the world as you are before you are spiritually awakened. So I'm thinking it was about me. I'm gonna be honest. I thought it was about me. Like, ooh, I get to become awakened. I thought it was all about me. It had nothing to do with me. It had as much to do with me as it does a mountain. Had nothing to do with me. Your spiritual awakening is about other people. Has nothing to do with you. Take your spiritual ego out of it. Take your pride out of it. It has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with all of the people that you are going to meet along the way when you become the version of yourself on the other side of the spiritual awakening. Why? Because there's probably 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, 5 million, 50 million people walking the face of this earth right now that has a story similar to yours, that are suffering right now. They're looking for answers. They're at the therapist right now. They're at the psychiatrist right now. They're talking to the pastor right now. And they're running into this wall, into this wall, into this wall, into this wall. And they're waiting for you. So when I wake up every single morning and I click this camera to get on, it's not about me. And I ask God every single day, send me anyone that's ready to tap out of life. Send me anyone that's going through it. Send me anyone that has some emotional fire going on so that I can be the extinguisher to that, so that I can be the fuel for them. I can be the gas for them. I can be the force multiplier for them. Send me anyone you have. Because you become the medicine. You become the blessing. You become the solution. You become the answer. It's not about you, man. Every time you pick up that book to study, every time you start studying all the things that I teach you guys and I write for you guys and all these other things like that, don't think about you. Take you out of it, because you might give up on you. You might say, oh, I've done enough. I'm tired. I've been studying for an hour and a half. Let me take a break. No, every morning when I get up, I understand that it's going to be someone's first time ever seeing me. I never want to let that person down. Never. I never want to miss the mark. Don't make it about you. Don't make your spiritual awakening about you. It has nothing to do with you. It's about you. God saying, I love you enough. I trust you enough. I believe in you enough. I'm going to let you go shoulder to shoulder with me. You can't take care of the problems that I got, but you can take care of the problems for some of the people that are already going through things that you've already gone through. And I've allowed you to get on the other side of that. I've allowed you to step out of the river of your life that you were drowning in. I've allowed for you to step on the other side of your programming and conditioning. I've allowed for you to step on the other side of your trauma. Help them. Help the people that are drowning in the river of their life. Be the life vest for them. Be the life boat for them. Be the life jacket for them. That's what you are. It's not about you. Exactly. So to your point, D. So when you have your spirit, the day that you win, the day that you get your spiritual awakening, you just save so many people, so many people's lives, because you're gonna meet them all over the place, because they're gonna be an energetic match to you. They're going to be where you were in the beginning before you started the journey. That's where you're going to meet them. And because you've mastered the ability to learn how to study and everything that you did, you're going to be that for them. You're going to be every single question that they have, you're already going to be the answer to it. There's not a single question that you guys can ask me right now that I don't have the answer to when it comes to your awakening. Right? Because you guys are an energetic match to me. That's what you don't understand. You think you just here. You're not just here. You're an energetic match to me. Something that you've gone through is an energetic match to something that I've already experienced and came out on the other side of it. That's why we're connected. You said, what if they're not receptive? They're going to be receptive because, like I said, again, they're going to be coming to you. Again, once you're on the other side, right? Once you're on the other side of your awakening, right? People are going to just be coming to you. They're just out of nowhere. They may hit you up on social media. It may be some video that you posted. It may be at some coffee shop. Again, what you don't the moment that you start looking at life through energy and frequency and vibration, everything changes. Because that's really what you are. Energy, frequency, vibration. Stop looking at people for how handsome they are, how pretty they are. Ooh, I like his body. Ooh, I like her body. You're not seeing them. Everything is energy. And you're radiating and vibrating at a certain frequency, and that person is going to be attracted to your frequency. You attracted them to you. The problem is that when you're not awakened, the only thing you're doing is looking at how beautiful somebody's body is or how pretty their eyes are. You're looking at all of the superficial things. The moment that you become spiritual awakening, you're not looking at people like that. Not only that, when you are spiritually awakening, you will remove yourself from anyone whose frequency just doesn't align with yours. You would never stay in a toxic relationship. You would never tolerate disrespect. You would never tolerate abuse. You would never walk on eggshells. You won't do any of that because you'll love yourself too much to do it. But when you lack self-awareness, you will tolerate all of that. I said, you'll tolerate all of it. You'll accept the disrespect. You'll accept the abuse. You'll turn down the volume on your voice. You'll walk on eggshells. You'll make excuses for people's behavior. Oh, he had a hard day at work. Oh, life's just really hard. Oh, this, and that's why you make excuses for people. People know what they're doing to you. And if you're in a relationship with somebody that lacks emotional intelligence to where they don't understand that they're coming home and they're projecting all of their pain onto you, then you're in the wrong relationship already. So no matter how you choose to look at it, it's all wrong. Whether that person is projecting everything onto you or they don't have emotional intelligence to understand that they're doing that, either way, the relationship's already in trouble. No matter how you spin it. That part right there, Lorraine, people know exactly what they're doing. They know they're hurting you. And the reason why that person is hurting you is because they're not in a position of power. When other people aren't in a position of power, they'll take that energy out on the one person that does love them, the one person that does believe in them, the one person that does show up for them. Damn, I'm the only one in your corner. Why didn't you give that energy to the man that cursed you out? Why you didn't give that energy to the man that said this? Why you didn't give that energy to that coworker that made you feel the way that you feel right now? Why did you wait to get home to me to project all of that onto me? But you go to work pretending. Go to work pretending to be the good coworker and pretending to be this and pretend to be that. Well, pretend for me too. Since you're going to pretend to be a good husband, pretend to be a good wife, pretend to be a good a partner, pretend to be a good lover. Since you're doing all of this pretending anyways, you walk out in the world with all of this pretending going on. You pretend when you get to work. Well, pretend for me too. Because if I got to carry your truth and your truth comes with trauma and disrespect and you hurting my feelings and I got to shrink in the moment, I don't need that truth. I'd rather get the pretending version of you. I'd rather get the version of you that pretends. If your truth comes with pain, give me the pretender all day. That's what you get to people at work. You don't give them your pain, but you'll come home and give it to me. Give me the version of you that pretends like you do with everybody else. Because you seem to be better at that than you do. Your truth is a little bit too much for the relationship. That's just being real. I'm just being real. All right, let's get into it. I still haven't even started the live yet. We haven't even started the live yet. It's again, what do we say all the time? I mean, your job is to be a master at controlling your moments. It's the only thing that you have to focus on. So if you're in some situation where something is no longer adding value to you, every single person in your life, we talk about this all the time, every single person in your life is only playing the role that you assign. There's not a single person in your life right now that can be playing a role that you aren't allowing them to play. So how is this person disrespecting you? How are they abusing you? How do they have you shrinking in the moment and turning down the volume on your voice, scared to speak your truth and all of these other things, and you allow that person to stay? So who is the toxic person in the situation? The person that's projecting that all of it onto you, or the person that's accepting it? See, the toxic relationship is with the one you have with yourself. That's really where the toxic relationship starts. It's the relationship you have with yourself. You don't have a powerful relationship with yourself. And if you don't have a powerful relationship with yourself, you'll have a weak relationship with every single person you encounter. That part right there, Rika. Come on, Tara. Let them know. Yeah, the relationship with yourself has to be powerful. The relationship with yourself, man, that relationship with yourself got to be so powerful because you set the tone for everything. Let me give it to you. Let me give it some context. Our problem is sometimes we get desensitized to life. That's our problem. You really are desensitized to how powerful you are. Let me qualify that. Look at how long it took you to be born. I ain't talking about the amount of time you were in your mother's womb. Look at how much time, look at how long it took you to be born with respect to how long humanity has been going. Look at how long it took you to be born. And then look at the short period of time that we actually get to experience life. So you got all of this time that went before you got here. And then you got a small window of time that you get to enjoy. Man, we ain't got time to take no disrespect. We don't have time to suffer any abuse. We don't have time to show up small and not speak our truth and all of these other things like that. You ain't got enough time for all of that. I don't have time for disrespect. Not because I think I'm the baddest thing walking, even though I do think I'm the baddest thing walking, but not because I'm saying that, because it's really the truth. Man, it took me a long time to get here. It took you a long time to get here, to this moment. You don't have a long window. And what's crazy is you don't know how many more sunsets you got. You don't know how many more rainbows you got. You don't know how many more moments you have. You don't know none of that. We ain't got, this ain't Russian roulette. We don't gamble here. Not when it comes to you. If a person isn't giving you 5-star respect, man, they got to go. And if you allow a person to remain in your life that's willing to give you, if a person is in your life and they place less value on you than the value you place on yourself, the problem is you. God is behind me. It's the only person behind me. Don't worry about that. I said, if you allow a person to be in your life and this person places less value on you than the value you place on yourself, you are the problem. For allowing this person to have access to you, you are the problem. But the $1 billion question is, well, damn, how much value do you place on you? How much value do you place on yourself? I understand what they're trying to do. People will only do what you allow them to do. I'm not worried about the person. I'm worried about how much value do you place on yourself? How much do you love yourself? How much do you truly believe in yourself? Who do you become in those moments when you're not loving yourself and you're not believing in yourself and you're not showing up for yourself? Who do you transform into? Because that version of you that you transform into, that's what attracted that person into your life. Not that version of you that you pretend to be. The version of you when you're not showing up for yourself and you're not believing in yourself and you've got all of this dissatisfaction in your life. You focused on what you don't have. You're focused on what you're not. You're living out of your story. You're living out of your trauma and your pain and all of those things. That version of you is what you're radiating. That's what your vibrational frequency is emitting out to the world. People are attracted to what you believe to be true about you. That's why I say to you that the most important relationship has to be the one you have with yourself. Obviously, the relationship you have with God, but that's a given. We shouldn't even have to say that. But the most important relationship is the one that relationship with yourself is powerful. If you don't have a powerful relationship with yourself, how can you expect to have a powerful relationship with someone else? How did you skip over you, have a weak relationship with you, but you got a powerful one with this other person over here? Hang on, you. Okay. I'm telling you, we've been programmed and conditioned to not have powerful relationships with ourselves, to have powerful relationships with other people. So most people don't put that focus and that emphasis on themselves because we're always focused on the people that we bring into our lives. Damn all of that. That's a broken system. That system doesn't work. I'll take care of you if you take care of me. False. Broken system. I'll take care of you if you take care of me. No, I'll take care of me for me if you take care of you for you. Then we're going to meet in the middle. That way I'm showing up with the love, you showing up with the love. I'm showing up with the belief, you showing up with the belief. I'm showing up with happiness, you showing up with happiness. But all of that, I'll take care of you if you take care of me because I may take care of you 10 times better than you take care of me. That's a broken system. That's a broken system. Stop buying into that system. Yeah, you take care of me and I'll take care of you. My definition and my version of taking care of you might be way stronger than your definition. Your definition might be showing up occasionally for me and calling occasionally and doing, let me get time for that. I'll take care of me for me if you take care of you for you. Because everything that I think I can get from you actually can only come from me. There's not a single thing that you can give me that's not already in me right now. That's why so many people in the divorce court right now. All in, I'll take care of you if you take care of me. Clearly that system doesn't work. Clearly. Because oftentimes people will make more withdrawals from you than deposits. How many deposits are the people making into you right now? Just think about your life. Look over your life. Look over that person that you call your significant other. How many deposits is that person making into you every single day consistently? And then how many withdrawals are coming out? That part, Rika. That part right there, Beatrice. The happiness comes from you. The love comes from you. The peace comes from you. The joy comes from you. Everything comes from you. Nothing's coming from the person. I see you, family. I see you, family. That's family for real right there. I see you, family. Let me say this. Don't make the mistake of being so understanding that you overlook the fact that you are being disrespected. I said, don't make the mistake of being so understanding that you overlook the fact that you are being disrespected. That all of that's over. We get time for that. We blowing that bridge up too. I'll take care of me. You take. We've got to blow that bridge up. Now, I'll be so kind and so understanding and making excuses for you. You know, you didn't went through some things. You got caught in traffic. You stressed out. You frustrated. No, you lack emotional intelligence. You don't know how to control yourself, which means that you are a liability. You are not an asset. You are a liability to any person that comes in contact with you because you can't control yourself. And you mean to tell me this the person you added to your life? That's what you're telling me? Watch what you tolerate because you are teaching your mind how much value to place on you. Man, if you don't catch that with your whole spirit, I said, watch what you tolerate because you're creating a program in your mind and you're teaching your mind how much value to place on you. That's why you don't tolerate the disrespect. Not because I'm telling you, oh, walk around like you Billy Badass, walk around like you this, walk around like you're, but they ain't got nothing to do with that. Man, that's a program that you're running in your mind. And that program is predicated to how much value your brain places on you. It affects your self-concept. That's why you don't tolerate the disrespect because it impacts your self-concept. So now you showing up in the moment, you shrinking in the moment. You know, you showing up to certain people, you showing up small. You don't show up as the most powerful version of yourself because you're tolerating things that you shouldn't. And the person that you're tolerating this from is a mistake-making machine. I don't know a human being that's not a mistake-making machine. How did they get on some pedestal in your mind? How did they become the priority in your life? How did you stop being the priority and this person become the priority? Just help me do the math. Last time I checked, God handed the keys to you. He wasn't even thinking about your significant other. Wasn't a thought in his mind at the time. So how did this person become the priority in your life over you? Now I understand this person being an addition. I understand this person adding value to you. I understand this person being a companion, but the priority must always be you because the gift was given to you. The gift that you carry is too powerful. Like I told you before, when you become the most powerful version of yourself, there's already so many people connected to you. They ain't got nothing to do with your partner. It has nothing to do with who you spend time with. That has everything to do with humanity and God's role. There's a role that everyone is playing here. I'm playing mine right now. I'm doing my job. This is my assignment. This is my purpose. Got time to be playing? We got to take your life serious because no one else will if you don't. I'm going to place as much value on you as you do. I'm going to believe in you as much as you do. I'm going to respect you as much as you do because you set the standard. I'm going to follow that. But there ain't no standard in place. What am I following? What am I following? I'm telling you, the standard gets set by you. I don't give it, and I don't care what your financial situation is. How you carry yourself should have absolutely nothing to do with how much money you got in the bank. I don't give a damn if you don't have no money at all. I don't give a damn if you ain't got nothing but lit in your pocket. Walk like you the baddest thing walking. Talk like you the baddest thing walking. Enter the room like you the baddest thing walking. All of that, because who you are and what you are is not tied to what's happening externally. Has nothing to do with what you got access to. Coach, I don't like my life. Your life has nothing to do. You're talking about achievements. You're talking about accomplishments. You're talking about things that are extensions of what you bring to the moment. We're not talking about that. I'm talking about what you are, not what you have. Damn, we ain't even started the live yet. I'm running behind like a mud. This freestyle. I'm all freestyling. Everything you're hearing right now, this is all freestyle. Tara, we ain't even started the live yet, Tara. Tara, like, damn, coach. I'm talking about we ain't even 1 second into the live. Crazy. Because see what happened is, there's my little plans, and then there's the plan that the guy was like, that your little plans are cute, coach, but there's something I need to say. There's somebody that need to hear everything that I just said. Somebody needed to hear it. And somebody needed to hear it because they're in a situation right now where things have gotten critical. The disrespect has got to be a little bit too much. You're tolerating way too much. You're carrying too much, and it's affecting the gift that you carry. It's affecting the way you see yourself. It's affecting how you love yourself. It's affecting the way you show up for yourself. It's affecting you in too many ways. It's too expensive. The toxic relationship that you are in right now is too expensive. You not believing in yourself is too expensive. You not loving yourself unconditionally is too expensive. It's too expensive. I don't give a damn if we got to go to Walmart right now and go get some tents and go sleep in the park. Let's go to Walmart, get the tents, and go sleep in the park. And we'll figure the rest out from there. But to wake up every single day with a person that's disrespecting you, to wake up every single day with a person that's abusing you, to wake up every single day being a shell of yourself, to wake up and you're not vibrating at the highest frequency, which means that you're not experiencing love and you're not experiencing happiness. Now, we can't do that. It's too expensive, man. Can't do it. It's too expensive. I'd rather sleep in the park by myself with the ducks. Damn it. Come, y'all move over, man. Let me just lay down over here with y'all. But I'm going to have my self-respect. Self-love is going to be there. Self-care is going to be there. Self-worth is going to be there. And I'll build my value back, because value has nothing to do with who you are. Value comes from what you bring to the table. Worth comes from who you are. So I don't give a damn. We got to go get a tent. I don't give a damn. We got to go get a room at the Motel 6. Start over. Go find yourself again. Because if you keep waking up next to someone that's not loving you the way that God loves you, man, you in trouble. Got time to be somebody's emotional punching bag? Got time to be somebody you taking your anger out on me because you're not happy with where you are in life? We ain't got time for that, man. That's too expensive. You costing me too much. This relationship is just too expensive. Let me let you have it back. Here you go. Here get the keys to the relationship. Let me let you have it back. It's too expensive for me. What's got to cost me my worth and got me questioning myself and got me not loving myself and got me all confused and all of these other things like that. I'm going to work with my head all down and shoulders all hunched. Man, it's too expensive. Lost my glow, friends worried and concerned about me. Too expensive. All stressed out, not too expensive. Period. Too expensive. That part right there, all eyes on me. That part right there. That part right there, you losing weight and all kind of stuff. Not eating right, not taking care of yourself. You're not working out. You're not, come on, man, it's too expensive. It's too expensive. See, I tell people, we talk about this all the time. When you talk about self-worth, self-respect, self-care, self-love, they all start with self for a reason. This ain't bumper sticker talk here. We ain't talking about cool t-shirt talk. Okay, this is your life we talking about. It's too expensive. No person on the planet is worth you becoming a shell of yourself for. No person on the planet is worth you never becoming everything that God created you to be. No person on the planet is worth you waking up every single day and you questioning yourself and you blocked love's presence in your life because you're hanging on to someone, never realizing that you are losing yourself by the second. No person on the planet is worth that. I don't give a damn how handsome or cute they are. No person is worth that. And if you're not loving yourself, how can you possibly be loving them? Tell me how. How can you be loving you? Or how can you be loving them if you're not loving you? That's your attachment. That's you clinging. That's need. That's fear. It's not love. Let me tell you something about love. If it's not in the relationship, why are you there? Because I can tell you this, where love is, disrespect isn't there. Where love is, abuse isn't there. Where love is, manipulation isn't there. Where love is, disloyalty isn't there. So if any of those things are showing up in your relationship, love been gone. So I don't know what you hanging on to, but I can promise you it's not love. You may have tricked yourself into believing that it's love, but I can promise you it's not. That's neediness. That's your attachment. That's you clinging. That's the fear that you won't find better than what you already have right now. That's you hanging on to the lifestyle that you built with this person because you're more concerned with how your life looks than how it feels to you. But don't confuse any of that with love. Love is like, I ain't been there in I don't know how long, coach. I don't know what she talking about. Don't do that to, don't throw the children in there. Don't throw the children in there. That's the worst thing you ever do. That's not the excuse. That's the excuse you use. That's the excuse you use. I've been doing this for 2 decades. That's the biggest excuse that people use. What about the kids? What are you teaching them? When you waking up every day not loving yourself. When you waking up every day not believing in yourself. When you waking up every single day turning down the volume on your voice. When you waking up every single day suffering through the disrespect and not showing up for yourself at all. What are you teaching them? Bigger question. Would you want your kids to experience what you're experiencing right now? Would you want that for them? What would you tell them if they were in a relationship like the relationship you have right now? What would you tell them? Tell that to yourself. Whatever it is you would tell them. Would you tell your daughter to walk away from the disrespect? Would you tell her to walk away from the abuse? Would you tell her to walk away from showing up small? Would you tell her to walk away from someone that had her not loving her? Tell yourself all of what you would tell her. Because they're watching you. Kids learn through osmosis. They don't necessarily learn because you think you're sitting down teaching them something. Even when you go in the room and y'all have them fights, all of that sound travels through the wall. They're picking up the vibrational frequency that you're giving off. They can tell you're not happy when you walk out with that fake little smile like everything is going on, like everything is going right in that moment. They see past all of that. And the number one determinant for a mentally and emotionally and a spiritually healthy child, I said, number one is to see their mother happy. It's number one. Number one. I didn't say happy living in the gated community. I didn't say happy because they could go to private school. I didn't say happy because you got a bank account full of money. Just seeing you happy. Kids don't care about the things that we care about. That's you wanting to provide that for them. Don't put them on that. Don't put that on them. They didn't ask for the private school. They didn't ask for the gated community. You could be living in an apartment in the worst neighborhood in the world. And as long as those kids see you happy, they would be so happy. They don't ask for the things. Don't place your expectations on them. That's the number one determinant, especially for young boys. Especially for young boys. For that young man to see his mother happy means the world to him. That's how his relationship is going to be shaped and molded from that. With every woman that he encounters, you are the blueprint, you are the formula, you are the map. You are the first woman he will ever have in his life. It's you. The first woman he will ever fall in love with is his mama. I'm head over heels crazy about my mom. But she never allowed me to see her in any type of situation that was hurtful or that was disrespectful or that was this or that was never. So please don't use the kids as the excuse for why you staying. Now, if you want to just stay because you want to stay because you're afraid to leave, or you're afraid that you won't get anything better than what you already have, or you just too attached to that person, then just say that. Just live in your truth. Just live in the truth. You ain't got to make excuses. Just live in the truth. Just say, Coach, I value this person more than I value myself. That's why I'm staying in the relationship. Coach, I value this relationship more than I value my happiness. That's why I'm staying in the relationship. Coach, I value having access to this situation more than I value myself. That's the only reason why because that's what you're signaling. Whether you say it or not, that's what you're signaling. Coach, it's raining outside. Well, get out of the rain. No, I don't want to get out of the rain. No, then stay in the rain. You standing outside in the rain when you don't have to. Got a whole house you can walk into, completely dry. Put on new clothes, new everything. No, I'm gonna stand in the rain. I'm gonna stand in the rain. Let me tell you a quick story that's applicable to what we're talking about. There was this old man, right? He lived in this old house. He had his dog, right? Little Beagle. Loved this dog. Dog was old too. And every day, around 5, 6 o'clock, the man would go sit out on the front porch with his dog and just watch the kids play in the neighborhood. Everyone in the neighborhood knew this old man. They all loved him. But his dog, and the porch was wooden, his dog would sit in the same spot every time. And the dog would just howl and howl and howl the entire time. The man would just sit there smoking his little pipe and he'd watch the kids play. People would walk by. They would say, "Your dog, he sounds like he's in pain." He'd look over. He'd say, "No, he's fine." People would walk away. Next day, somebody comes over. They walk past. They say, "Your dog, he sounds like he's in pain." He'd look over. "No, he's fine." Last day, somebody walks by. They say, "Sir, I'm sorry. Your dog sounds like he's in so much pain. What's wrong?" He said, "He's laying on a nail." He said, "He's laying on a nail?" "Yeah. He chooses to lay there. We got this whole porch. He chooses to lay on that nail every single time. Guess what? It must not hurt that bad. When you are staying in the toxic relationship, it must not hurt that bad. When you are allowing that person to disrespect you, it must not hurt that bad. When you keep showing up to the same situation every time, you're like the dog on the porch, it must not hurt that bad. Dog got the whole porch. Choose to lay on the one board with the nail sticking out the top of it. We've all seen them boards. Got that big old nail sticking out the top of it. But he keeps laying there. Must not hurt that bad. Because when the pain becomes greater than everything that you are going through, that's when you'll change. When the pain of staying the same becomes greater than the pain of changing, that's when you'll change. Let me say that one more time. When the pain of staying the same becomes greater than the pain of changing, then you'll change. Must not hurt that bad. That part right there, turning heads. You know, it's, I tell you guys this all the time. You have to utilize suffering to end suffering. You know, it's not until you hit rock bottom with respect to your particular situation that you'll change. Some of you guys haven't hit rock bottom. And that's why as coaches, we have to be very careful. If you notice, I never try to rescue you guys from your pain. The only thing that I do is I bring information to you. I'm like the buffet, right? I'm just a buffet. And I'm going to bring the information and I'm going to set it out there. Some of you guys are going to eat from the buffet. Some of you guys won't. Some of you guys will feel like I'm ready. Whether you eat or not is none of my business. My job is to dance my dance. Every single day. That's my job, to wake up every single day and dance my dance. There's going to be some of you guys are going to love the way I dance. There's going to be some of you guys that don't. But some of you guys haven't hit rock bottom yet, meaning there's not enough suffering going on. You haven't become disillusioned with the relationship. Why? Because you're still living out of the story about how you think things might turn out, about the fact that you think you still have the power to change this person, even though you don't. You know, there just hasn't been enough suffering. When there's been enough suffering and you start to become disillusioned with the relationship, that's when you'll wake up. That's when you'll change. Other than that, you'll stay the same. You're like that dog on the porch. You'll complain and complain and complain, but you won't do anything about it. And no matter how many people talk to you, no matter how many people give you advice, you'll listen to them and you'll and yeah, I hear yous and all of that, but you won't do anything. The change has to happen in you. It can't come from some external source. It has to happen in you. And when the change happens in you, that's when you'll take action. Other than that, other people are just wasting their time talking. That's why I don't give advice to people. I honestly don't. I never give advice to people. When people come seeking your advice, they're ready for change. When you offer your advice, it's unwarranted, it's unsolicited. I'm telling you. You got to just let people be who and what they are. Love them the way that they are. Because you may have gone through a similar situation like that where you hung on to something a little bit longer than you should have. I just let people be who they are and accept them for who they are. I don't want to change anything. Because if I try and change you, that means that I'm not accepting you for who you are. I'm trying to transform you into who I think you should be. And that's dangerous. That's dangerous. That's not my place. That's not my place. My job is when you show up with me, I'm going to love you exactly as you are. I'm not asking you to change anything. The self-awareness is going to change you. It's going to change you because your spirit is going to take to it like a fish to water. It's going to change you. I don't need to do anything. I just need to make sure that I'm guiding you in the right direction and so that you understand everything. Damn, I didn't get into what I wanted to get into. That part right there, coach. Natural awakening. Oh, you're welcome, Lena. You're welcome. You're welcome. I know, Lena. I'm like, damn, I wanted to. Man, I had some good stuff. Dang. I had some good stuff. What's up, Amsterdam in the building? Amsterdam in the building. I know, right, Tina? Tina said, what was the live about again? Yeah, that part, D. That part. The message landed, even if it only landed with one person. Whoever that message was for, I'm telling you, I kept trying to course correct. God was like, wait a minute, I need you to have a seat, coach. Just right over there, have a seat. Let me take the steering wheel real quick. Yeah. All right. Boom. Yeah, tonight we'll cover this tonight. Yeah, we'll cover this tonight. Just remember, you guys. Like I said, if you take care of this moment, the future will take care of itself. That's not a play on words. That's not philosophy. It's not like just, positive thinking. It's awareness. If you just take care of this moment, the future will take care of itself, right? And so, well, how do I take care of the moment, coach? You take care of the moment by looking at the moment to see what's no longer working, what's no longer adding value to you. The moment belongs to you. We talk about this all the time. There's really just this moment, right? The future is the present moment imagined. The past is the present moment remembered, right? So there really only is this moment. Let me say that one more time. The future is the present moment imagined, and the past is the present moment remembered. Both the other two aren't real, which means that the only real moment is the moment that you're in right now. So if you are unhappy right now, if you're stressed out right now, if you're depressed right now, if you're whatever it is right now, something you have added to your moment. There's something that you have. Nothing can be in your moment without you adding it there. So you've added something to your moment that you're having a negative reaction to. Okay, the thing that you're having the negative reaction to is not the problem. The problem is that the thing that you're having the negative reaction to no longer serves you, no longer adds value to you. You keep clinging and hanging on to something that's not working anymore. That's the equivalent of you having a remote control and the batteries in the remote control are dead. Well, you're hurting the whole experience of watching the TV. Because now you got to get up every single day and manually turn the TV and doing all of these things. Go back and sit down and come back. No, change the batteries. Something's not working anymore. And the same way that you would go and change the batteries out of remote, you got to change people out of your life like that as well. You don't owe people an explanation. That's the problem. We always think we need to explain things to people. No, this life belongs to you. And people are lucky to have access to you. And you have failed them if you don't make that abundantly clear. Now, when I say make that abundantly clear, that's not walking around and you telling everybody that. But that's you understanding that my life is going in a certain direction. I'm not slowing down for anyone. You need to speed up and catch up to me, but I'm not going to slow down. I tell people, you guys this all the time. Have people meet you in the penthouse of who you are, not down in the lobby of who you used to be. You got time to be going down to the lobby and meeting you down there. Because what you got to understand is that most people only understand you to the level of their consciousness. Most people only understand you as deeply as they understand themselves. Most people will only love you as deeply as they love themselves. And the problem with that is that most people don't love themselves. So how much love are you giving me? Because you don't give yourself none. So I don't have a shot. If you barely love you, how much love are you actually giving me? That's why from this moment moving forward, man, stop adding people to your life that lack emotional intelligence. Stop adding people to your life that lack self-awareness. Where do you think that relationship is going? Where do you think it's going? Where do you think it's going? Where's it going? All right. And we don't understand that, you know, we don't understand that. So that's the biggest part of the problem right there. Like I said, anything that you are chasing, anything that you are pursuing, anything that you are attached to, anything that you're clinging to, chances are you are infinitely more powerful. The gift that you carry is infinitely more impactful than anything that you are clinging to and you are chasing. That's what I had to learn. The moment that I learned that, it was game over. The moment that I learned that, it was game over. And I look at every single one of my students like that. You guys carry so much power. The gift that you are that you carry right now is so powerful, right? And I'm so protective over them. So it's all about becoming the most powerful version of yourself. When you get to the top of the mountain, date anybody you want, but get to the top of the mountain. And the reason why I'm saying get to the top of the mountain is because everything you need to get to the top of the mountain, when you jumping in and out of these relationships, you're giving all of that away. Well, what do you need to get to the top of your mountain? You need belief. I got to believe in my partner, right? You need love. Well, damn, I got to love my partner, right? I need faith in myself. Well, damn, I got to have faith in my partner, right? I need to show up for me. Well, damn, I got to show up for my partner. Everything that I need to get to the top of my mountain, I got to give away over here. And oftentimes what will happen is that we'll end up giving more to the partner than we give to ourselves. So which means my gift never made it to the light of day, which means I never transform myself, which means that this person can wake up tomorrow and just decide that they don't want to be in a relationship with me anymore. Look at the fantasies that we live out of. Look at the illusions that we live out of. Just look at it. I just told you guys, human beings are mistake-making machines. They're the most unpredictable creatures on the planet. You think that lion in the cage is unpredictable. The person you standing next to is just as unpredictable. I can make the argument even more. I won't walk in that cage with that lion because I don't know what's coming. But guess what? I don't know what's coming from Johnny right here either. I don't know what's coming from Mary right here either. Mary could be head over heels in love with me today and out of love with me tomorrow. Somebody can be your best friend today and your enemy tomorrow. Look at how much security you put into that little certificate called your marriage certificate. Look at how much security you put behind that. Even though that person can wake up at any moment and decide, I don't want this anymore. I just don't want it anymore. All the security. Because the security is coming from you. It's coming from the meaning that you are attaching to all of these things. This is why I'm telling you, the focus has to be you. Because as you build yourself, you build the relationship. The more you believe in yourself, you build the relationship. The more you love yourself, you build the relationship. Everything becomes stronger when you do. Everything becomes more powerful when you do. That's why the number one asset is you. That's why your number one investment is you. That's why the one thing, the most consistent thing in your life is you. You're going to be there no matter who's there. Don't ever lose sight of that. I don't give a damn who walks in or who walks out. You will always be there. Act like it. Shower yourself, spoil yourself. Don't deny yourself of anything. Take care of you, because when you take care of you, you're simultaneously taking care of the relationship. But we've been programmed and conditioned to only take care of the relationship, but then we let ourselves fall apart. That part right there, Lynetta. All right, real quick. You guys know what I always say at the end of my life. Hopefully I left you better than I found you. That's my purpose. That's my mission in life, is just to leave you better than I found you. But that's a mindset for life, right? That's a mantra that I feel like that could literally change this world. If your mentality is, I want to leave every single person that I meet better than I found them. And if that's the formula for your relationship, right? To leave my partner better than I found them, for them to leave me better than they found me. Everybody wins. Everyone wins with that mindset right there. That's my hope. I don't deserve to have access to you. If I can't leave you better than I found you, and if I can't leave you better than I found you, at least let me leave you exactly as you were. I don't want you to be less. I don't want you to be smaller now. I don't want you now, you lacking belief, and now you confused about yourself and all of these things. But who you been talking to? Coach, you all confused. Not loving yourself, not showing up for yourself. But that's exactly what we do in relationships. We don't apply that same formula. Just at least leave me better. If you can't leave me better than you found me, at least leave me as I was before we ever met. Damn, I got to walk away less now? I got to start my whole life over. I got to rebuild everything. My credit ruined. My money's gone. Everything's gone. My self-concept is gone. My belief in myself is gone. I'm questioning myself. I don't love myself. Come on, man. That formula doesn't work anymore. That part right there, coach. That has to be your mindset. I'm the greatest and you're the best. You're the best and I'm the greatest. That's the formula for the relationship. Everybody wins. So real quick, you guys, my name is Jordan Williams. In case you guys don't know, I'm a certified life coach. I know there may be some new people on the live. I'm a certified life coach. I specialize in self-awareness and in self-mastery, helping people from all over the world to understand that you are both the problem and the solution to your own life. Why do you need self-awareness? What is it about self-awareness that's more special than everything else? What makes self-awareness so special is that who you're going to become on the other side of your spiritual awakening. Again, it's not about you, right? You're going to be the answer, the solution, the blessing for so many people that are an energetic match to who you were before you ever had your awakening. You're going to attract those people into your life. Some of those people may be family members. Some of those people may be friends. The majority of those people will be complete strangers. And that's how the world changes. That's how we're all going to change. That's how it happened for me. That's how it's happening for you guys. It's how it's happening for the people in our community and all of these other things like that. And so it's that, but that's how the world changes. And so when you're thinking about self-awareness, again, the journey is not about you. The journey is about you mastering your story. Why? Because your story is the soil that the seed of greatness that God put in you is planted in. Your story is important. We've been programmed and conditioned to tell everyone else's story except our own. No, start telling your story because it's the one that you were created to tell. It's the one that you were built and designed to tell. It's the very thing that's going to bring so many countless people into your life. It's going to help you and put you in a position to transform them. And giving is receiving. So every single time that you give to someone else, because now you're the medicine, you're the blessing, you're the answer, you're the solution. Every time you give to someone else, you receive something as well. I'm receiving something from this live, right? I'm giving. So in your mind, you're thinking, well, coach is giving, coach is giving, coach is giving. That's true. But I receive something as well, right? And what you receive is infinitely more powerful than what you actually give, right? My reward is intrinsic, right? Your reward is external right now, but the external reward that you receive has the ability to transform you into a different version of yourself. So that way now you can start to receive those internal, those intrinsic rewards and different things like that. The feeling that you get when you help somebody, the feeling that you get when you really save someone's life, the feeling that you get when that person was down on all fours and they needed someone and then here you come. You can't buy that feeling. How you feel in that moment, you can't buy that. I understand why God is all of what he is. I can't imagine what it feels like to be him for all of the people that he helps and all of the people that, again, giving is receiving. It's humanly impossible for you to give and not receive. So every time he gives to you, he's receiving as well because he gets joy from seeing you be happy. He gets joy from seeing you transform. He gets joy from seeing everything that you become. It's a beautiful relationship. It's synergistic. You got to understand. Let me also say this. The reason why life doesn't come with meaning is because meaning is a formula. And the formula is only something that makes sense to the mind. There's no formula that you could possibly create that would make sense in all 8 billion people's mind. There's just no way to do it. So he made you to be so powerful that he gave you the ability to give meaning so that you could create your own experience. Nothing comes with a predefined meaning. Nothing. You even give meaning to him. That's how powerful you are. And the meaning that you give to him is totally different than the meaning that I might give to him, or the meaning that your kids give to him, or the meaning that the person down the street from your house gives to him. It's all different. And meaning unlocks emotion, which unlocks what you feel, which taps into the level of love that you're able to experience, and all of these things. You are the baddest thing walking, and we don't realize it. We don't realize how powerful we are, right? So that's why life doesn't come with meaning, because meaning is a formula. Meaning is something that makes sense to the thinking mind. And the problem with that is that all of your thinking is coming from everything that you've already experienced. So how can you possibly explain life coming from your previous thoughts? How do you do that? How do you do that? How could you possibly explain life if you're thinking about life? Think about what I'm saying. The only way to understand life is to go beyond meaning. You've got to go beyond meaning, and then that's when you step into consciousness. That's when you step into divine intelligence. That's when you step into self-awareness. You got to go beyond meaning, because meaning is something that's coming from anything that you've already experienced. If you can attach meaning to something, that means that it's coming from something you've already experienced. So how would you ever possibly be able to describe life going through previous experiences? You would never be able to do it. He was so brilliant when he did that. If there was anything that he did that I think that was the most brilliant thing, it was that right there. He said, I'm going to let you create your own experience. So that way, whether you love your life or you hate your life, you created it. That's the problem right there, Lynetta. You walking around with a story about what you think life is and what you think it should be and what you think he is and what you think Jesus is and all of these concepts, what you think love is and what you think happiness is. You got too many concepts. And it's all of the concepts that you carry in your mind that you created that you're seeing reality through. See, that's why when you become spiritually awakened, you set all of that down. You probably never see reality a day in your life. Because when most people look at reality, what you're looking at is your thoughts about reality. What you're looking at is your thinking applied to reality. We don't see reality. We only see what we are. So when you're walking around, you're looking at everything through your mental checklist. And then you have certain beliefs about things. And whatever your beliefs are about a situation, it's going to keep you blind to the truth. Whatever it is you believe, whether your belief is right or wrong, it will keep you blind to the truth. So you're like a person walking around with blinders on. You don't see. That's what awareness is going to do. The first thing that it's going to do is going to put you in a position to see. To just see. See the world how God sees it. Most beautiful thing in the world. Just see the world how he sees it. And then let me tell you why you're also becoming spiritually awakened, in case you don't know. Why would God allow this to happen, Coach? Why would he allow that to happen? Look at all the hurt in the world. Look at the pain in the world. Look at the wars going on in the world. Look at all of these things that are happening. Look at what's going on all over the place. Why would he ever allow that to happen? You've asked that question at least one time. I don't even know you, and I know you've done that. There was something in your life that didn't fit. There was somehow, some way where reality didn't fit the story in your mind about how you thought things should be. And the billion-dollar question that you asked yourself at that time was, how could God allow blank to happen? That's why he created you. Period. That's why he created you. Because so much of your spiritual awakening is tied to what pisses you off. So much of your spiritual awakening